Go ahead.
Actually, it's got Saturday.
Is it just one person at a time? Or is it a meeting?
It's saying it's not enough openings. It's a meeting at the closed office. You can still hear what's going on.
Okay. I'm just standing next to him today. I'm gonna sit next to Auntie, so I'm more.
Are you two together?
Yes.
Okay. What's your name?
Julia Caldwell.
Julia Caldwell? Okay.
Yes.
This is the sign-in sheet, please.
And what's your name?
Marissa, right?
Marissa.
Right.
Marissa Ray. Okay.
Can I give them their pad?
Okay, who wanna be before Ms. Caldwell, you
Yes.
gonna?
Hold on a second. Teresa, do you want all those out there to sign in
Yes.
on this sheet? Okay.
You go ahead and get started,
Okay.
Ms. Caldwell.
We was looking at the water usage.
I get.
It seems like it keeps going up, and it might come down some, but it goes back up. And the surcharge and the sewage is taking the bill higher. And I can understand that some people that have 2 and 3 people in the house, which is not using that much water, why would their usage be as high as a person with 2 or 3 people in the house? Because theirs is reaching over $70-some. And when mine's with a 2, it's 83 to 84. And one person in the house, and I have about 10 people. Then we have some houses, like my brother's house. Next door to me, he redid that house. He went from the outside in, did the water, the inside, still not finished with the inside where he can come back down here and live in it. He came home for Thanksgiving. He left. He been gone. He's still getting a bill for $80-some. He's not using that water. Why would his bill be $80-some? That ain't right. That ain't right. So it had us to look into other things that is going up and down that's not fluctuating right. And that's wrong. Because if you can read that meter and see how much it uses, the water that we are using, you can look at that meter and see has it been used or not. And no one is in the house next door to me. And he been gone back ever since November.
That's your brother, David.
David.
It's in Davis.
David
Scott.
Scott. Yes.
Could you pull up David Scott bill? Look at it.
And I know 2 other people that's not in their home. And their bill is over $70-some. One is in Montgomery, the other lady's in New Jersey.
Before you start, Mr. Bowman, I want to say that the minimum usage bill is what, $74.14? So whether you use a drop of water from 0 to minimum usage, it's gonna cost you $74.14. And if you go over that, then of course the bill's gonna go up.
Okay.
The water, you're talking about the water now, not including the sewer.
Water.
Okay. But
That's
Teresa.
including the sewer too.
No.
Well, water's gonna be, what,
34.
minus, what,
Area 34.
minus sewage, but still, it's gonna be a minimum usage bill.
Okay.
That's what you're gonna.
But what she's saying is she understands the minimum usage bill is $74.14, but the bills are being $80-some, which means that it's going over a minimum usage in order for the bill to be $80-some. And what she's
Over
saying,
minimum usage if it's more than 7, if it's more than.
but what she's saying is ain't nobody in them houses using water, so the water shouldn't be running. Is what she's
From
saying.
0 to minimum usage.
It's
It's gonna be that charge, whether you use a drop.
It's gonna be 74.14 flat, right? But she's saying their bills are $80+, which meaning that they getting more than a minimum usage bill, and ain't nobody there using.
Well, she's saying nobody else.
But she's saying ain't nobody there using the water is what she's saying.
Yeah.
Am I right?
I
Right,
don't know about that.
Yeah.
right, no one is there. And on my card, it said the water usually accept on here is $41.07. Then they have the sewage, $30. They have the other part here, mostly water, fire, $1. Utility, $1.64. Surcharge, $10. Okay. Now you just said something about the flat rate. The flat rate on here is $41.07. That
what?
is besides the sewage and
Right.
besides the surcharge.
Right.
So how is the flat rate of water is $70-something? No,
Flat rate is 40, whatever it says on your card.
it's at $41.
But I said a minimum usage bill, which includes sewage.
Includes sewage.
Yes, she's saying with sewage and all the other.
It's gonna be 74.14.
So that ain't what she's saying. She's saying when if nobody's at the house.
So the bill shouldn't be no more than 74.14 is what
Correct.
she's saying. But she's saying the bill is $80-some because it's showing like it's more water being used when ain't nobody using water, period. That's what she's saying.
Okay. No. And yes, in other words, if it say just flat water, $41.07, that's what my brother should be paying because he's not using it, he's not there. So why is it $70 to $80 and no one is there? He don't mind paying $40 to $50. But when he paying $70 to $80, he's not in it. Come on now, y'all. Come on.
So where they put it up.
Now, Ms. Caldwell, I will say this, with him not being there, if he got a septic tank there and the surcharge, and nobody using the water, the bill gonna be $74.14. Now, that extra being 40 some dollars, that meaning that somebody's using that water beyond the allowed amount of water to be used. But you saying nobody is still using the
No
water,
one
period.
is there, no.
So the bill should be a standard 74.14 if ain't nobody using no water.
Okay, but okay, with the 74.14, this is what I'm not getting.
Mhm.
If you add up these numbers on here, 4107,
Mhm.
and they say water.
That means somebody done used over the allowed, and the extra made it to $41 and some cent for water.
I don't mind that, but the $41 for water and like the $30 and you add up the rest of it to 83. Now, if we got to pay all the rest plus the 407, yeah, it's gonna come to $7 or 80 some dollars. Why is we still doing the sewage and the surcharge
Because that's septic tank is there.
up there in the project? And a lot of other people down through here does not have septic tanks.
So if they
And
don't
a lot
have
of them is
septic
getting
tanks, they
flat
shouldn't be-
rate.
If they don't have septic tanks, then they shouldn't be charged septic tank. If they don't have a septic tank there. If they didn't get on the septic system when the septic system came through there, then they probably not gonna be billed for a septic tank if they ain't got one. If they don't have one.
If they don't have one, I know that's true. But okay, like we live up there in the project. We've been up there for the longest without a septic tank running through there. We was going to where the lagoon or wherever it was. We don't have that up there. Why do we have sewage?
You're still going through your treatment plant. All that comes from the project, house, all that's still going to this treatment plant.
Okay,
Whether you have a septic tank or not, it still goes to.
it's still going through there.
It
Okay,
still-
now explain to me with the $10 surcharge.
With a $10 surcharge, we put that on because it was a finance problem with the water system, with the sewer system. That's why we put $10 surcharge. That's not going to be continued now until we get everything back on the right track, you know, get all these bills paid. So just like now, we got a well shut down. Got two wells. Got one well, we got to shut that well. We had to shut it down. It's going to cost about $60,000 to shut that well down. Okay, when you sewer, that's where the biggest problem. When we came in, put the sewers down, the septic tanks and everything down, we ran into a problem. breaking down. A lot of stuff they had to reconnect and everything between tanks, coming apart and everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Everybody on the water had a water meter. We decided to put a $10 surcharge to catch up. Remember we had this $10 surcharge years ago?
Yeah.
So we took that off once we came out the whole.
But you added something else on.
Yeah. But we had to add this to it till we come out the hole. Once we get everything paid, catch all the bills up, we take that surcharge off.
Okay, the surcharge out. Okay, and one more thing I wanna ask, and I'll be through with it. Why is this sewage down here is so much higher than the one in Hanger? The sewage charge. Why?
Okay. What
How much the sewage charge is Hanger?
I really don't know, but it is a little high.
Hold on.
One of the reasons, well, high.
Sewage charge $10.50.
One of the reasons why Hanger is much higher, much lower than Mosses is because Hanger is more incorporated.
Yeah.
So the more incorporated you are, a lot of times the less the bills will be. For a small town to run a sewer system, it costs way
It
more.
has to do with the population.
Yeah, yeah. And we have more customers,
Yeah.
way more customers than Mosses does. So it seemed like it would be reversed that the lesser customer you have, it would seem like the lower the sewer population, the price would be. But because Hanger is more populated than Mosses is,
Yeah.
that's why they are able to get by with such a lower sewer rate.
Yeah. And also in your places that are larger than Hanger, like Pratt and some of the other places, their sewage bills are even lower than
Even
that
lower,
because the
yeah.
population is so great.
Yeah.
Well, the sewage price still gonna be the same for, is it still going up more?
We really can't say, because we've been really struggling with sewage. We've been having all kinds of problems with trying to get our sewage in order for ADM to pass the inspection on the lagoon and all those kinds of things. So we've been really having a problem. The sewage is a very expensive project. The water is much less, but the sewage is actually very, very high.
So, with the sewage is much higher, is there any way to correct it so it can be lower?
That's what we're working on. Yeah. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen.
And so once it's been worked on,
Yeah.
there will be a change in
Oh yeah,
it.
without it. Well, I know it will be on the $10 surcharge. I don't know what it'll be on the sewer rate itself. But for its $10 surcharge, we're working on trying to get rid of that in the future. But we had to. There was no way around us not being able to add these fees and to our customers. Now we didn't want to, but they telling us that if we don't do this, other people can come in and take over this water system that don't know anything about the customers here in Mosses, and the sewer rates and water rates will be astronomical. So we did what we did to try to eliminate some of our financial problems. We had to.
Okay,
We couldn't get around it.
what do agriculture have to do with the water system?
Agriculture, what you mean?
I'm talking about as far as someone over you all to say if
Oh, you're not talking about agriculture. You're talking about ADM.
ADM, yes,
Alabama Department of
yes,
Environmental Management.
yes.
We're governed by Alabama Department of Environmental Management to make sure there's a Clean Water Act with water, to deal with, as we deal with water, to make sure even sewage is being handled properly. We're governed, they are our police. If we don't do it right, we'll get fined, and the fine shifts to the citizen. So we have to make these small adjustments and small steps to try not to be so hard on y'all, but we didn't like it. Promise we didn't like it at all. But we had no choice.
Okay, but things will get better
That's what we're working
and
on.
come back down on it.
We'll work.
But like a lot of these people that women, older women living in these homes.
That's what I talk about. We talk about the same thing. The older people who are on fixed income have to bear these burdens because all this is shift to the customers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we understand. I promise we understand.
Because with one person in the house,
Yeah,
household, it shouldn't be over no $70-some.
Yeah.
And when your water rate is at $40, and most of the time, and in the wintertime, water adjusts itself. Nobody use the same use of water in the winter as they do in the summer.
Yeah.
Nobody.
So, but we're working hard trying to make things easier and better financially for our citizens. Because we didn't like what we had to do, but we ain't had no choice. Our hands were tied. Even when it came down to getting this sewer system, our hands were tied. We didn't want to put this sewer system off on the customer because it was so strenuous. Because Moss's Waterwork, we already had a lot on our plate. But people was telling us that if we don't do this, we'll never get this amount of money again. And we talking about people not just people from around here. We talking about people higher than folks around here. So we ain't had no other choice.
No other choice.
Nope, I promise we did not. I fought. Listen, I fought not to get it. Some of us had fought not to get it, but we had no choice.
So do you think there's a way that can look into the people, the single women down here, the older people in the house, with the water and the usage, that you could check on it and see? Because I don't understand that. I really don't. When it's one person in the house.
What we can do is, as far as when we say usage, we understand that there's a minimum usage, whether if you don't use 0 gallons.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a surcharge that's tacked there that we're trying to eliminate in the future. It's got to stay there for a little while. The sewage rate, it's got to stay there for a little while. But the water rate, if somebody's not in the house and it's showing that they're using more water than they should be, now we can check on that, I promise you.
Or if they're using less water.
Yeah.
Or no water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they have a bill if their water bill should be $30, no one's been in there for a whole month. All of a sudden the water bill is $35. And we can check that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
And that's
check
what
that.
I'm saying too
Yeah.
about my brother next door.
Yeah.
And I know he's not there. He haven't been there since November.
Yeah. Well, we can
The
check that.
middle of November.
Yeah, we can check that.
And it's a few other people that haven't been in their home.
Right.
Which I promised not to call their name, but my brother told me to call his name.
Yeah.
Because his house, he's doing it from outside in. There's no leakage. Everything's new.
Now, as far as all this comes to a head now, when it relates to water, if there is an issue with the water per se, and say no one's there, you can easily call here and say, hey, no one's been here for a whole month, and the water has been used more than what it should be. Can y'all check onto it? They'll check on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when he come back home, he should be home within the next couple of months. And I'll make sure he get in touch with someone you are.
Yeah. And he can make a phone call from wherever he is. Anybody can call and say, hey, I ain't been home in a month, 2 months, but my water bill keep climbing. Could someone check on it? Yeah, we do that all water systems do that.
Okay, what about the ones that's living in the house, just one person?
Check
And their water
if
is
you feel like your water, if you use more water than you should, call and say, hey, can y'all check my meter? I don't think I'm using that much water as I should. Yeah, do it all the time. All water systems do that.
Okay, cause we got one little lady out there, Miss Mean, Cherry Mean.
Mm-hmm.
Her water bill is high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you quite understand that. Even though nobody's in the house, it's still gonna be $74 if it's 0 amount users. Now, but your brother that's not in the house and it's over $74 says it $80 some dollars is over the amount of the regular usage.
Yeah.
So that means to me that they need to be checked. See if the bathroom float is messed up and using water on, and you don't know it. Sometimes the bathroom float or something can be stuck and then it'll start letting water go, come in. And so we need to check and see if anything, any kind of leak around the house, or see if the bathroom a commode instead of running. If that could be a problem right there, because it shouldn't be over that $74, even though it gonna be that if he's not there anyway, but it shouldn't be $80 some. That tells me that water is being used, not by him, but it could be just a bathroom float. Anything could be bad to make it use that amount of water.
So, okay, you telling me what's on this card where it say water usage? On here saying 4107 on my card.
Uh-huh.
If I go over this, I go under this, regardless of what, it's still gonna be 87 to 80 some
It's
dollars.
still gonna be a certain amount of money. In other words, you got so many gallons. How many? 3,000 some gallons, Teresa? 3,000 gallons of
You
water.
just
Like
take-
nobody in my house, but just me. I probably don't use half of the amount of water that I could use, and wouldn't be charged anymore. But I'm still gonna be charged, even though I don't use but a very small amount of water. I'm still gonna be charged that same
$74.14.
amount.
Okay, so 74 on my card.
I think he tacked that 7. I think when he used that 74, he was adding sewer and
Sewer
Yeah,
and
sewer.
$10
Yeah.
surcharge. Yeah,
and surcharge.
yeah.
Okay, but
Well, you just talking strictly about the water.
yes,
Yeah.
the water itself.
Yeah.
But the rest of it they go on there with that, and he's not there. Like you're saying, it should stay at $70 some.
Yes.
$74.14.
$74.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And that's including the sewage and
That's
the
everything.
surcharge.
That's everything.
That's everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Now, if the water should move, he's not there. That means something wrong.
Something wrong. It's gonna be. Sometimes you'll be surprised. At my house, I had a bathroom was steady running. I didn't know it because I never used that one, and I found out that's what it was. I found it out, and that's why my usage was more. And I know nobody at the house but just me. I know I'm not using that much water, so I found out that's what it was. So just check that and see that if that's not it, you tell him to let us know. Then we'll check out and see if something wrong with the meter or something of that nature.
Well, he's gonna check it out and see something wrong with the meter, because I doubt it. Because Marvin Caldwell go up there and check that house at least twice a week.
Yeah.
Water, lights, and all.
Okay.
And Marvin know how to do water.
So we just want to make sure, but we'll check it out. It could be something wrong with the meter or something. We'll check it out though.
Because it shouldn't be that high.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just want to know. Okay. And I appreciate you.
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you, Mr. Carter.
All right.
All right.
I just got a question.
Lenore West.
Okay. How is y'all reading the meters? Should Thorne go around and, how he reading the meters?
They got radar detector. You don't have to get out. You don't have to get out and read it. Just drive by. You see the antenna? Just pick up all your reading on it.
Okay. Say for instance, we got some meters that dedicated in the ground. They're covered with mud, and water, dirt, and grass.
pick it up.
It still pick up from them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, cause I see some meters, I've been seeing some meters that dedicated in the ground.
Yeah. And you wonder how was it reading the
And I
meter?
wanna know how he's reading
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So-
There's a computer that he puts in his truck, and he drives by and he'll pick up all the meters. We do the same thing in Haywood, even Niles Water System do the same thing.
Okay, how is a lady asked me wanna know, I ain't calling no name.
Mhm.
She wanna know how is two households using one septic tank?
That's
But
down
both-
there, that end, don't it? That's on that end?
Yeah, down the street. But two households hooked up to the same septic tank, one septic tank for two households, but both of them paying $30.
Yes. Well, I have down here, my house is down on Bell Drive. There's two houses hooked up there. to one tank. But what happened? Okay, said they got this deal on it, but it'll charge you this particular time. Then the next pump out be to the next house. It just don't be on one house. You're not paying all the bill by yourself. Each house is paying equal amount of money for the pump out.
They use a word called alternate.
So these two houses, the lady that I'm talking about, she had a septic tank, but they could never get it to work. Something to the same situation that I had.
Yeah.
The septic tank that she had, they never could get it to work. So they bypassed and hooked her up to the neighbor's septic tank. So she using her neighbor's septic tank. That's two houses
On one tank.
on one tank, or both of them paying septic tank bill.
And that's right, because if both of them use the same tank, both of them should, because that same, we was getting both of them sewage.
Yeah. Well, what happened is, that's the way it be, like the one down here on Bell Drive. They each house pays a sewage bill because they're actually sewage that got to be pumped to the lagoon. The wastewater be pumped down. It's still going into a tank. It's still got to be treated at the waste plant. So that's why each one to get a bill, because each one water being treated.
Yeah.
Even though it going in the same tank.
Cause she was wondering why she paying $30 for sewer, and they were paying $30 for
That's
sewer.
right,
Yeah.
Okay, so
because
that's-
they on the same septic tank, they're
On the
still,
same tank,
they're
yeah.
still on Marsh's sewer system.
Okay, I've been talking to some people down here too. What is a flat rate? Some people don't pay nothing but a flat rate.
Okay.
Why is that? Why is
When you
that?
say flat rate, is it water, sewage,
Water.
water?
Yeah.
If someone is paying a flat rate on water, that means, they're not going over the water usage if the meter is working.
I'm one of those customers that pay a flat rate because nobody's in my house.
Yeah, that's
Just
called-
me
that's
to do the
called- that's
same
called-
thing every month.
That's called a minimum usage.
Yeah.
That happens in a lot of people, even hang, some people, don't use over a limited amount of waters. So, they will pay a flat rate.
That person pay nothing. That's just one bill every month, the same thing.
If they never go over the minimum usage, that's what it, yeah,
So that's what they mean by the flat rate.
that's what they mean by the flat rate.
Yeah.
Okay. What about if some people don't have Mosses sewer? They don't have no surcharge.
They have water.
No. Say for instance, the person I know, they not hooked up to Mosses system.
Okay.
They're not hooked up to Mouse's septic system.
Septic system.
But they hooked up to the water
Water
system.
system.
If they hooked up to the water system, they gonna have that $10 surcharge.
No, they don't.
But we don't know,
Yeah.
we don't know who it is though, 'cause
I ain't calling no name,
Yeah.
but they don't have no
surcharge.
and my thing is, I had I remember Mr. Logan, y'all know about my situation. Y'all got it fixed, ain't no problem. I appreciate that, everything good. But I was then when they were telling me, I'm like, I was paying a surcharge and I was out of septic tank problem for years. Mine was down for over, but I know it's been about how long, Mr. Logan? About 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, you're down quite a while.
And I was worker paying a surcharge.
The surcharge because of the water.
Yeah.
The surcharge was added to everybody that's on water.
Should be, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so that's what it is. But I just wonder why this person not paying
Paying
no
surcharge.
surcharge. So, what else I had asked? And you explained to them how the water usage was going up.
Yeah.
I got that part about that. But my thing is, Mr. Logan, I had been without a septic tank for, like I told you, maybe 3 or 4 years. So I came to the meeting, remember? Okay. Shathon and Ralph came out and fixed me just like that. I ain't took them 2 good hours. But all this time,
Well, yeah.
I can't understand that. Why y'all let me wait all this time for a 2-hour job?
Okay, we saw that. What happened, they had to rewrite some lines. See, when they put the freshener in the town most, when they install your septic tank, the cities. Okay, what they did, they put a small line. We had to do a research on it. They ran a small line to your tank. They couldn't force that water, kept burning those pumps up. We put about 4 pumps in that tank. And what happened, we had to do a research on it. Find out, we just made the decision, go ahead and put a larger line now. That's what they did, they put an extra large line now to carry that water, put that pressure, put all that pressure on that pump, kept running the pump up. I called the engineer, talked to the engineer about it.
Yeah, we
Couldn't give us no answer.
They couldn't get no answer.
Couldn't get no answer. We had to solve that ourselves, you know, because Don came in and meeting, and Don said, I think the lines has got to be too small. And we authorized him to go ahead and change it out. That's what he did. Changed the line out, and that solved the problem. Kept burning those pumps up. That cost the water system a lot of money. Every time we replace those pumps. There's 4 pumps in that tank.
Yeah, I
You remember that
appreciate it.
boat,
I'm
you
not
know?
complaining about it, but I just wonder how it went all those years.
Yeah.
We
You know, I brought
And
the
for a
engineer.
2-hour
Yeah.
fix.
No,
You
we
know, I brought
didn't
the
know.
engineer down there. You know
The
that?
engineer couldn't solve it.
Yeah, they couldn't solve the problem.
So,
They supposed to be smart.
yeah.
You know, one time they told you they gotta put another tank down. You remember?
Yeah,
They tell
we
you
only
that.
dug up the
All
hole.
right, put your new tank down there. That still won't solve the problem. But we had to solve it. They came up with an idea, so we just went ahead and put it. What caused that? Burn those pumps up. And he said he think pressure was too low. Putting all that pressure on that pump. That's why we installed a larger line. That solved the problem. We sorry that it took so long, but the engineer, they get paid for all this. I
Nah,
brought them down there and they looked at it twice. They couldn't figure it out. They'll say, you know, you go ahead and put your new tank down, but they didn't do it.
Well, that's all I would call it. The surcharge is for the water.
yeah.
Put on everybody that's on
I
the board.
got some people don't have a surcharge. Well, I ain't calling no name. But, you know, we just wanna make sure why everybody ain't treated equal.
Right.
Should be the same, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Then
As
it
long as you
just,
didn't
If
call
they
no
don't have-
name, they
Right.
can't
They
say you
don't
told
have a
on
surcharge.
them.
It ain't because, we
We
don't
showing
want them to have
favoritism.
surcharge. Yeah, we didn't overlook them on purpose.
then I know some houses done told me they get flat rate. I like,
Yeah.
why everybody
That
get-
means they ain't using the 3,000 gallons
Over
that they
3,000,
allow
yeah.
a month.
Yeah.
If they using more than 3,000 gallons that they allowed a month, then they gonna get a bill that ain't a surcharge. That ain't just a regular flat rate bill.
The usage is calculated based on the rate schedule.
Okay. Oh, alrighty then, I got it. Okay, thank y'all.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, next. Hello, how you doing?
What's your name again?
Means,
Cheer me.
yeah, I want to say, wondering why my water bill so high, I'm staying by myself, nobody with me. Ain't washing no car, washing one time a week, so I'm not using much water.
We tell you just like we tell everybody else, we'll get somebody out to check it to make sure
I appreciate
that
it,
the meter's doing what it's supposed to do.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah. So mine be like 74, I believe 74.14, something like that.
That's the minimum bill.
That's the minimum
That's the
bill.
minimum bill.
Minimum
That
water,
means
what's the minimum water is again?
74.14 with the
Minimum water.
sewage.
40 something.
Minimum water is like 40 something, but with the sewage and the surcharge, it gonna bring it up to about $74 some odd cents.
And then you got the fire department on there, isn't
That
it?
$1.
That make it
Yeah. Why is that? And no fire department?
Well, they have a fire department now.
Well,
Yes, ma'am. They've been to about three fires in the last.
I mean, what is it now? It's still down here?
It's still over there at the Moss Town Hall.
I didn't thought they had one. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I want to talk about. Want my water bill to come down some.
Yeah.
Cause
What we can do is-
even though it's supposed to be there, it just too much for a widow woman.
Yeah.
You got no help,
Yeah.
so it's terrible.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like you said on the surcharge, we're working in the near future to get rid of that $10 surcharge.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it won't be there always, but we're working diligently trying to get rid of it.
Oh, okay.
We told other companies we had to put that surcharge on there because we were in financial trouble. And we didn't want to pass it on to our customers, we had no other choice.
Yeah, I understand. But that's what I wanted to talk about. That's all. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be looking for that what you just said. About
Yeah,
that.
that's
I'm
all
gonna try to
right.
look and then let somebody check that for
Check
me.
that meter.
Okay, yeah, appreciate it.
Make sure you get charged for what you get.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Mr.
exactly.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank y'all.
Tanya what?
Greg.
Tanya Greg.
Okay, so I got a problem with my sister. I've been calling down here every day. The water is coming out. I don't know. They saying I need a floater or something in this septic tank. The guy who came out there today, it ended up kicking off my breaker off the pole. So once he turned it back on, you can see water coming out. And I don't know what's coming out, cause it could be water and other stuff coming out. My ground is soaking wet. So I need somebody to take care of this like ASAP.
Oh, what are you saying? The water coming out around your tank?
Yes,
Evidently,
everywhere.
Okay.
if the pump is kicking on and
And it's
water
kicking
coming
off my
out,
breaker.
it's water coming out, that means there's a broke line somewhere.
Broke line or
Yeah.
either check there or not
Check
release.
that out, release it.
I don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
but I need someone to come out there and fix it ASAP because this been going on for a while.
Okay. We'll check that.
So for a
We
while,
have
like
those kind
how-
of problems. I've seen
More
them.
than a month.
She got water.
Did you say not saying that?
Because I've been calling down here and then the red light been on, right? So the guy, whoever came down there said everything was okay. With the red light being on, everything was okay. I just needed a floater. So when I actually seen the water coming out, and I seen this like maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, water just coming out because I can't have a lot of stuff running because the water will
Right.
come out.
Yeah.
So I'm down here just to try to get it fixed as soon as possible.
Did Orlando come out there today?
He came out there today. That's how he know that.
If you need a
The-
floor.
No, he been out there already. Cause me and him been talking.
Right.
So he been out there already more than one time. Cause I be calling him as I call down here. That's how he knew that it was kicking off my breaker on the pole. So I just want the issue fixed because I don't know what's on my ground because my ground is soaking wet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tomorrow, that'll be
And you
ASAP
can
tomorrow.
smell it. So I need somebody to come out there. I'm talking about as soon as possible because I don't want it to back up in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're on Grant Road, right?
See where now?
Right there.
Okay,
On the-
on Grant Road.
What I'll do, I'll get with
Orlando.
Orlando and
He just been telling me he just need the part.
Yeah.
I don't know where the part gotta come from or what, but he
We'll
needs the
find out
part.
tomorrow.
I get with him
We'll find out tomorrow.
probably tomorrow. I get with him. We'll go
Okay.
up there together.
Because see, I didn't know about this little meeting, I didn't know about it until today I think I spoke with
Yeah.
her and she told me to come down here to the meeting. So that's why I'm down here, cause I don't wanna keep calling every day.
Yeah.
So if I let you guys know now, then you'll work on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll check it out.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right. Next person. Next person.
Next,
Who's next? Next person. Next person. How you doing there? What's your name?
Ms. Johnson,
Okay. Like Miss Johnson.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my question is, the first one is, okay, my water bill went from $70-something
$80-some, $101, 132, then 132 again. And on the bill, the first one for said 132 said water leak. But then I turned around and got another bill for the same amount. And how did it jump from $70-some, $80-some up to 132?
Did you get the leak fixed?
Yes, I did.
This one leak.
Ms. Johnson, how much it is this month?
How much is this month?
Yeah,
It was 132.
132 this month.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, yeah, no, I know you don't hardly have a lot of usage, but you, we'll check the meter, but what I'm thinking is that you check, did you see that you have any leaks around your house or your bathroom float running, or bathroom, commode?
No, the leak that I found was underneath my house.
Underneath the house?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you got it fixed.
Mm-hmm.
When did you fix it? Shit.
It was last week.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see that probably the reason why it's big this month, because it just got it fixed. Probably your next bill probably won't be that much. But what we can do, we
It'll
can,
be, yeah, cause
Some of it will be on there.
sometimes depending on
Cause it was fixed after.
when you fix it, some of the water leak bill will be on
The
the
next
next month bill.
But it shouldn't be that much because, okay, I have gotten 3 bills for $100-and-some.
Before you got it fixed.
Uh-huh, 3. And it went from $70-some a month,
that's what it's supposed to be.
$80-some a month, then 101.
That tells me that
Leaks getting worse.
when it see, yeah, the leak was getting worse. When it went from $70-something to $80-something, then it jumped that the leak was getting worse and worse and worse until you got it fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ms. Johnson, do this
That's
right here. After the $132 for this month, if it be higher the next month, call the office and let them know, and then we'll check it out and see what happens.
Okay.
If it's higher than that, it should be no more than $74, $70-something.
Well, can we do this?
Yeah.
Can we even if tomorrow have them to just check it to make sure a leak
It ain't
is
leaking.
fixed?
You can.
Yeah. Yeah, to make
We
sure.
can send them down there and let them check.
Yeah.
If that meter steady moving, nobody's done anything, so we know the leak is still there.
Somewhere.
We'll just send somebody down there probably tomorrow and check that for you.
Okay.
That'll be the best.
Definitely get it done for you.
If I get another $100-some water bill, y'all can pay the water.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson.
All right.
So you take care now. What's your name here?
Marvinita Scott.
Martinez Scott.
Marvin Nita.
Marvinita Scott.
MARVINITA. Scott, S-C-O-T. N-I-T-A. Yes.
Alright, what you got there?
Okay, I just had a couple of questions that I needed some clarity on. And I think I heard some answers while other people were in here. And so the allowance that everyone gets is 3,000 gallons of water.
3,000 gallons for the first usually before you start getting billed. You allow 3,000 gallons before you actually start getting billed.
Okay, and so this bill, does it fall the same date of the month where people are billed for everyone in Mosses?
It just depends on calendar day.
But the calendar date would apply to all the residents in Mosses? Okay. So what day does the billing start on?
I can't answer that question.
What day does it start? What day you get it or what day is it billed? The bill after he reads meters.
Okay.
And that's not always on the same day, but it's toward the end of the month. when he
Okay,
reads
so it's
meters.
towards the end of the month. Now,
So you should get that bill around the first week in the next month.
okay. So now, for the meter reading, do you all have any meter reading cards? Is it impossible for a person to read their own water meter?
should be, you wanna go down there, say if any mud is in the meter, and you wanna go down there and get a little scoop and scoop it out, look at it, you can. It's at your liberty.
And so if I was to look at my meter and write down the numbers, by which day should I turn that number in?
Depends on what day he actually reads it.
You'll be keeping up with it for your records, because he's gonna read
Right.
with the radio read. Regardless, he's gonna read. Now, if you wanna make sure your reading is what his reading
That's what
is,
the
then
radio
you're gonna
is
need, to go out there when he come and read the
Well, you
meter.
know he's
You're gonna
reading
need
the
to,
meter.
you're gonna need to go out there that day that he read,
Yeah.
and then go from that date to when he come back again.
Right.
For your reading, to see if your reading match his reading. That's what you're trying to see.
Yes. Okay, so it goes around towards the end of the month, and there's no specific date. But all the meter readings are turned in by what
Same
date?
day. Same day.
When he finishes reading.
Say if he reads on Monday, when he's finished reading, if it takes an hour to read, within an hour, he's turning it in. Take 2 hours to read, then 2 hours, he's turning it in.
Okay, and so then after he's done every one in Mosses, then that's when the bills are calculated?
He does Mosses, Gordonville, and down County Road,
Okay,
and
so,
Wall Street.
okay. So, you were saying that the $10 charge was because, the water company was in, some financial trouble. And I also heard you say that, if the water company gets fined, then that fine is passed on to the consumers. So is the reason why we have this surcharge currently is because the water company was fined?
No.
Okay. So over at the Town of Moss's meeting, where they collect all, I guess, the general taxes for everybody at Moss's, the mayor stated that they had given the water company $70,000. 50,000 at one point and then 20,000 or however it went either way.
That must be was through a grant.
So he said he took that money out the general fund and gave it to you guys.
I don't really think.
$70,000, and he stated that the reason why he gave it was so that the state wouldn't take over. But in speaking to other council members, they made it clear that
What are you talking
it
about?
was a loan.
You say it again? You talking about here, Moss's town?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so he said, I found out that it was a loan that was gotten out that needed to be paid back in a timely manner in order to keep the bank from coming in because they didn't receive their money. So was that a loan that he gave to help with, or was those funds?
No, that's not. No, that wasn't. And what is a fine either? That, I think they was talking about it reference to the will, right?
No,
You remember when USDA, the first part of that money came due?
Yeah.
And they helped us out with
Okay, yeah,
part of the
yeah,
money,
yeah,
and we
okay.
got the rest. And
Right,
then we
right.
had add the surcharge on to
Okay.
be able to continue to meet the payment.
Meet the payment.
So,
Okay.
so that, you know,
Yeah, I got
that's
you.
how that started.
Yeah, I got you.
okay, see what happened on that particular loan you're talking about. You got it confused, they got it confused on that problem. See, we had borrowed $1,700,000. That's a loan money from the USDA. Okay, when they're putting the sewer down, you know, they matched the money with $5 million grant money. Okay, when we got ready to make a note, we had a double payment to make. One time. Was 65. Okay, we couldn't meet that. That's why we had come up with the $10 subcharge. That's why we asked the town of Moss to help us out. See, all that came down all at once. We had to make a double note 1 year because they didn't finish the project in time. You know, they were putting the tanks down all over. But they took a little bit more time, and we had a double payment to make that year. That was the last that we came up to the town to actually help us out.
Okay,
Because we had to pay the USDA.
okay. So, then I guess he has it all the way mixed up because, the mayor told the town that, there was a misappropriation of funds
No.
over here. And that if we wanted to know about what it was exactly, to go to a water board meeting.
No, there was no misappropriated funds here. All this was due with us having to pay this loan back.
Right.
And they hit us with a double payment. And that was due to the fact that the project didn't get finished in time like it should have. So it left us the next year having to pay 2 payments versus paying 1 payment.
Okay, so with that money, that million some odd dollars you said you guys got, do the tanks that are broken and sitting behind the water tank, are they have anything to do with that?
No, those tanks was some of the tanks that were left over and they were broken. And what they did was with those tanks, we paid for what they had to do to turn around and reimburse us for those tanks, but they didn't take them with them. They left them with us.
Okay, so then they're gonna come and get them.
No,
you guys
they
will
belong
reimburse?
to us. They just reimbursed us for those tanks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what about, I guess it was a list of people that were supposed to get tanks and it ran out because we have so many that are behind the building that are broken or what have you. Whereas if they were working properly, these people would have gotten their tanks. So when they reimbursed you guys, did that leave any room to go somewhere else and acquire a tank for them? Because what I understand, a tank is what, about $8,500 that a person has to pay up front. And I don't see anyone down here in this real low income area typically having $8,500 in their pocket to just go ahead and get a septic tank.
If my memory serves me correct, those was a tank that were actually left over from the project.
So they're not broken?
They're broken, but at the same time, those tanks were left over. They couldn't use those tanks at the time. So a lot of tanks that they set in the ground, they did do that. They did set those tanks in the ground. They were supposed to. Matter of fact, they did a little bit more than they were supposed to do. Because I know a couple of houses had moved, trailers had moved in that were not on the list originally. Got added on to the list. So they actually did a little bit more. But they could not use those tanks because of the damage they had did to it. So those tanks couldn't go in. So whatever amount of tanks that they had allotted to set in the ground, they did that and more.
Okay, because it's like, I guess the understanding of the community that these people were supposed to see about the tanks that were broken by either replacing them or swapping them out or fixing them, and that they just kind of took our money and ran and left us with a bunch of broken tanks. But you said you have been reimbursed for these tanks. And so that project that the USD had, it allotted for 200 tanks to go down. Then 200 tanks went down, and these are just the leftovers.
Yes.
That were broken. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of get some clarity on that because it was really cloudy and confusing on how that works. But there are quite a few people that do not have septic tanks and are being charged sewage.
You said they don't have a septic tank and
They
they
not
charge
have a septic
sewage?
tank and been charged sewage. So it's like, is it just a common practice that the bill remains the same throughout?
Those people didn't call down here and say, hey, I don't have a septic tank.
I mean, but why would that be their responsibility when they're being billed? They know they don't have it. Why doesn't the water company who's charging them to use it know not to charge somebody who they never gave a tank to?
Well,
That's on the water company.
I use myself for instance. If I'm being charged something,
And I ain't got it.
and I ain't got it,
I'm gonna come and say something.
cause this is my money I'm paying you. So I'm gonna come tell you, why are you billing me for something that I don't have? Yeah, then they'll leave us to investigate. Do they have it or do they not have it? Then we'll go further. It has happened in Hammond before where a person come, y'all billing me for sewage. Can y'all see do I have to? We go out there and check, and cause they say I ain't gonna be paying my money to something that I'm not using. To me that would be just a little bit more common sense to be that you would make sure your money ain't going where it should be going. I ain't gonna let you bill me for something
That don't have.
that I don't have. Yeah.
Now, I noticed you keep referencing Haynville. Do you work for Haynville Water or the
Yes.
Lowndes County Sewage?
Work for Haynville.
You work for Haynville?
Yes.
On their, in their water department or
Water and sewer, when it's 47, nearly
water
40
and
years.
sewage? And so you're just, are you on the board over there as well?
No, I'm an employee.
All right, well, those are my questions. Oh, also, I noticed, because I brought it up to Percy Senior when I saw him in the store, that after we state what we want to talk to you guys about, there is a water meeting that is held after we leave. And so I think the purpose of most people coming is to attend that meeting, because by you being a utility, it still falls under the Public Open Meeting Act. So is people able to stay till it adjourns? And he told me that they were.
Yeah. Only thing, what we do here, if we have citizens, we have a problem, we put you all on the agenda first. To try to handle that first before we go to our meeting.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. I'll sit out here while you guys go into the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Scott.
Thank you so much.
Next person.
Ask that question, baby.
Okay. No, I just got one question about the search on for the sewage. Since mine is missing,
That's not the water, that's the
Well,
water.
for the, I guess it's,
$10?
The $10 that's on the water.
that's on the water.
It's not, it's not,
Okay,
not the sewer.
so what about the sewage? What's being charged for the
Just
sewage?
what is it, 30?
What's 25 at?
So since mine is out of commission right now, I shouldn't be getting charged for it because the water is all over my yard.
It's still, you still gonna get charged for that, I promise.
We're gonna fix it.
We're gonna fix it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is gonna get fixed
Oh, yeah.
between this week or
This week.
this week.
Yes, ma'am. This week.
All I want to do is
This
just
week.
this week.
This week.
Okay.
If it don't get fixed this week, you need to call back down here and let them know, hey, yeah, I
We're
promise
gonna
we
call
at the
somebody.
meeting.
Somebody be down there
Ain't nobody
tomorrow.
been out there to fix it.
Somebody will be down there tomorrow.
Okay.
Anybody else?
6, number 7, let's see. Number 7, who next?
Can I have this seat? Everybody.
Okay. You got any questions, sweetie? I was asking, did she have any questions? Okay, all right.
Okay, you all have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
Barnett, I'm watching you.
Okay. Let's see, right. She with you?
My daughter.
Oh, okay.
She's actually the program director down at the Ebonite Missions Catholic Center. She's a part-time person down there, so yeah.
Program associate.
Program what?
The program associate.
Oh,
Program,
okay.
oh, my bad. I get the titles mixed up.
I'm good. Let's do this one. Let's open. Oh.
There's two possible.
All right, Jen.
Okay, we'll just do the minutes.
Board meeting minutes for Mosses Water Sewer and FPA, January 12th of 2026, 5:05 p.m. at 1574 Main Street in Mosses Community. The meeting was called to order at 5:05 p.m. by President Chairman Stephen Logan. In attendance at the meeting, Percy Bell, Walter Johnson, Jerome Henson, Courtney Burke. absent, or we're not absent, there was a quorum in attendance. Guest and staff, Teresa Sprott, clerk, Anita Shuford, secretary treasurer, and clerk Anita Williams, Angela Williams, clerk, Orlando Mickle, and Shathon Logan in maintenance. The approval of the previous minutes. The motion to approve the minutes from December 8th of 2025. The motion to approve the minutes by Jerome Henson. This motion is seconded by Courtney Burke. Motion was duly made, seconded, and properly carried by the chairman to approve the minutes. The chairperson's report. Mr. Logan advised that Donald Smith Company advised a payment plan of $7,642.63 monthly for 8 months. It was suggested that we approach the Lowndes County Commission for help with funding. It was suggested by Mr. Bell to hold off on drilling a new well until such time as we are financially able to do so. The interconnection with Lowndes County Water makes it possible to purchase water if need be. It was motioned by Mr. Henson to pay the monthly payment after the initial amount of $13,412 is made, which that payment was made. It was suggested by Mr. Bell that $6,000 be deposited for loan number 10 on behalf of the annual debt, which is $1,750,000 each month. Mr. Logan advised that Ms. Bria Hines of Communities Unlimited will not be able to come for training on Mondays. Mr. Logan will ask if Saturdays will work. The clerk's report. The financial report for the month of December was omitted. Old business on the agenda. $26,399.94 that's due for the workout agreement with USDA is still not pulled from the account at Cadence Bank. The clerk will contact Wes Gordon at USDA with additional questions, which I did. First, he told me the $26,399.94 was pulled from that account, which it wasn't because they pulled it from the wrong account. And then when I told him what account it comes from, the account ended in 4827, he told me last week that he was going to pull it. It's not been pulled as of yet. There's still $61,000 in that account. No new business. USDA annual loan payments from bank account at Cadence Bank. That's going to be pre-authorized debit, what PAD stands for. Each, when payments are due on USDA loans at the end of the year, we authorize them to pull that money that's due from those accounts that are affected. The meeting was adjourned at 6:30 p.m. On 2/7/26 will be the next meeting scheduled at 1574 Main Street in Mosses Community. The minutes were prepared by Teresa Sprott as administrative clerk. This is a true record to be attested by Anita W. Shuford, secretary treasurer. The financial report I did not get a chance to work on because I'm working on the audit stuff. Mr. Long has done 2023 in QuickBooks. He started on 2024, so he has that information. The reconciliation of the bank accounts is on a flash drive, which I will give to the auditors, and the stuff that I need to submit, like comparison reports, minutes, and such and such and such, I'll put with it to submit to the auditors. Mr. Logan, there was no agreement signed with them. Did you sign their agreement?
No.
Thought maybe I had lost it. I'm done.
Call me.
Hmm?
You know who you called me? You did.
Oh, call me, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Mosses Water System call meeting was held on January 23rd at 5:10 p.m. Present Stephen Logan, Percy Bell, Walter Johnson, Jerome Henson, Courtney Burke. Staff present was myself, Teresa Sprott. A request was submitted by Chairman Logan to engage Mr. Long of Gerald Long and Associates to help the water clerk prepare the necessary materials for calendar years 2023, 2024, and 2025 in preparation for audits, hopefully within 3 months. A bookkeeping proposal was submitted dated January 19th of 2026 by Gerald Long and Associates. Gerald B. Long, CPA, agreed to provide the following bookkeeping services for Mosses Water: maintenance of financial records, maintenance of property and equipment records and depreciation schedules, recording and categorization of transactions, bank reconciliations of all bank accounts, accounts payable and accounts receivable management, payroll processing, if applicable, generation of financial statements, profit and loss statement, and balance sheet. And he will work with auditors to ensure they can perform audits in a timely manner. This engagement will commence immediately to bring records up to date from the last audit in 2022 and will continue until either party provides a written notice of termination. The fee for this engagement will be $2,500 per month, the first payment being due immediately. Via a conference call with the board members, all board members voted yes with the exception of Ms. Burke, who abstained. Mr. Logan, as board chair, signed the proposal on behalf of Mosses Water System. Ms. Burke advised that the Lowndes County Commission requested that the petition from Mosses Water for funding be in writing and stating the reason funds are needed and the amount that is required. No other items were addressed at this time. The meeting adjourned at 5:45 p.m. The next scheduled meeting will be held February 9th, 2026 at 5 p.m. This is a true record to be attested by Anita W. Shupert, Secretary Treasurer for Mosses Water System. Your next page, after call meeting, on your bank account balances. The 4827 account, which has $61,072.73. That means, I gave my paper over on to somebody, but it's $60,000 that comes out of that, leaving only like $292. So they still haven't pulled that money.
Got to pull that money.
For Citizens, we pulled $9,000 from that account to pay our annual debt that was due January 1st of this year, leaving $17,8054 in those accounts at First Citizens Bank.
And the annual debt was on what? The annual debt you said was due of 9,000 and something. That was annual debt on what?
It was pulled from First Citizens Bank, deposited to general fund at Cadence Bank to pay our annual debt. Our annual debt was $41,000, either $700 or $890, $950, and $12,000 for our annual debt. USDA loans. Those are the old ones we had all the time. We had
Okay,
for a long
so
time.
that's what I was asking you, what the annual debts was. So you just said for USDA loans. Okay.
Those are our old loans.
Hold on.
That we've been paying on for a long time.
Yeah. Disappear.
The only new loans we have is the
Sewage.
$66,380.
That's the sewage.
That's the new $1,750,000 loan, and the $26,199 that was supposed to be the 2 months that they missed pulling it out of their account,
Okay.
which they still haven't pulled.
Okay, Ms. Blount, we do, ADM loan for this month, February 8th.
Well, the well. For the
We'll do
well.
the February 8th. For the radar meters.
Radar
and
meter.
tanks.
Oh, that money, as you can tell, is not in those accounts. It's due on the 10th, which is tomorrow. $17,310. That's the radio read meter loan and the tank maintenance loan.
And you said how much?
17 together, total is $17,310.
Be calling me.
17?
Yeah.
17,310.
And right here, you know, we made agreement with Don Smith, you know.
They up
I
there now.
paid that 13,412. He sent me an invoice.
They up there now.
Hmm.
They up there, yeah.
I should have kept that. I would have been more with it. Hopefully by, this is what, today is the 9th.
Ms. Long,
Hopefully we can do it.
what, that you pulled it 40-some thousand from 61,000.
But
What else we got coming out
we
of this
get
one?
it
That's
before
on here.
20.
We got
We should have enough.
$60,779 and some change comes out of that 61,000. It's money for the 26,000 and the 34,380. 32,000 of that they already pulled,
Okay.
Yeah, they already pulled that.
so that leaves 34,380.
Okay, once they pull that from the 61,000,
You'll have 200 and something dollars.
I have how much, we have how much?
$200
$292,
Okay.
something like that, and some change.
292 is a long way from 17,000.
17 days.
That
Okay.
money for,
I think we had it for,
I'm counting on people
Yeah.
paying their bills and, but that's gonna be after the due date. Cause bills are not late until after the 15th. Which is gonna be, well, after the 16th. Well, 17th. The last day to avoid late charges on water bills is gonna be the 17th. 16th is a holiday. So that's gonna be 7 days late.
Nick, yeah, Peter. When that's supposed to be paid, that
17,000.
on the 10th.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 10th.
supposed to be paid on the 9th or 10th?
10th.
Which is tomorrow. And it's supposed to be how much,
17,000.
The two loans together, 17,310.
That's what the real amount
Cause one of them is
is.
principal,
10th.
$10,000. On one of them is due, principal plus interest. And the other, the 5580 is just interest.
Plus you got
okay. So we got to
$2,500 they hooked us along.
the 15th. Teresa, you think by the end of this month, the 15th, everybody should be coming in paying?
She said
They
that.
have until the 17th.
She said
Yeah.
that to the 17th, so that's what she counting on.
Yeah, she kind of trying to see what we're gonna have at that particular
Then the
time.
cutoff's not gonna
It'll
be
be
till.
after the time the
Payment
loan's
is
supposed to be paid.
Uh-huh.
Do you think we need, what, Ms. Lowe, what do you think? You think it's best to notify them?
Yes.
Hold up on it? I hate gonna try to pull from an account, it's not there.
Ain't there, yeah, it is
They're
better.
not gonna pull. That money either has to be mailed 5 days before it's due, or else wired, go over to the bank and wire.
Okay then, okay, other words, you have the option of mailing that money.
Mail it,
wire.
or wire.
Well, that's good. We're just gonna be late mailing.
Well,
Let's see what
rather
we're gonna
wire
have.
than mail it.
Yeah.
I was thinking they're gonna be trying to pull it, I don't know if they're trying to pull it.
They pull money for USDA's loans,
Yeah,
pre-authorized debit. They have a PAD agreement
Yeah.
where
You
water
can't
system
pull it.
is giving them permission
To pull it.
by a certain date to pull a certain amount of money from those accounts.
okay.
But the ADM loans, we submit those monies either by mail or go to the bank and they'll wire it to you for a fee of $25.
So we just wait until the 17th, 15th or 17th, see what we can have. And then we have the
That's what you need to do, you need to call them.
Call it a letter.
Call it,
Yeah.
it's gonna be late.
Yeah.
Call,
You think it'd be
Bank
better?
of New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I mean, if you wait too long, you'll be called late.
Yeah. Those jokers immediately start charging interest on those loans and stuff like that.
I don't think they charge you any more interest than what's already
What's already
accumulated.
accumulated?
Okay.
Principal and interest is already included in
Already
those.
there.
Okay. Well, Rich, I guess what you need to do is let us know between the 15th and 17th or whatever.
Yeah, are you gonna meet it?
Yeah, just where we at financially on that.
Yeah,
And we see any other kind of moves we have with,
yeah.
any other accounts, they're so low, we don't have anything hardly to pull from.
Okay, this February, March, when we gonna start to make the payment on Don Smith and the payment plan.
Yeah.
I think the first payment was what, $10,000?
Now it was $7,642.53.
Oh, for 8 months.
8 months. If you get all those bill paid, and we can be able to start on that.
Healthy and nutritious.
I also put, money in those reserve accounts for, 551.69 and the, 715. So I have to do that, and then I want to start putting 6,000 when we can into that account, to pay the annual debt for the $1,750,000. That's what you said. Mr. Bell? He didn't hear me. Mr. Bell?
Yeah, I'm looking at something. Talk up to me.
I'm gonna start putting, you said at the last meeting that we need to put, we had been putting the 13,199 in there, but that was because we were playing catch up for 5 months. But you said try and put at least 6,000 in that account.
Yeah,
for
cause
the rest
6
of
times
this year.
12, yeah, 72,000, yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
I hope that can work out because in fact, we got so many things that hidden us from
Yeah.
so many different angles until we
We've
got
got
it.
Donald Smith
6 times.
and Mr. Long.
That's right, and that'll be $72,000.
We just paid that.
Yeah.
The first payment was due immediately,
Yeah, so that should cover that.
and the first of this month is rolling around. So, Mr. Logan, the engagement letter for the auditor, you haven't signed it yet, so we should have 2023 done this
Yeah.
week, so.
He called me, Mr. Long called me, said he got 23 ready to,
His part, and I'm putting together the paperwork they're gonna need, consumption reports, minutes, bank statements, stuff like that.
so she already submit the payment. You still have your copy?
So long.
Yeah.
So 23 ready, so are that lady ready to take 23, is that what it is?
But that's why I wait till Saturday night and look where I call her. Because he just called me last week, told me he had that ready.
Yeah, by the time.
We have it in y'all
Yeah, she
Oh,
made,
yes, it do, yes, it do, I have another paper,
she
yeah.
made that 23 to start working on.
Mhm.
By the time she started working on that much long, y'all have that 24 ready.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
And that way, see, we need to do that thing every then 3 months.
right,
It's kind of churchy, so we need to be right up on it.
right.
Okay, authorize me to go ahead and call her.
So move. A motion that we can give Mr. Rowland, authorization to call, the auditor. So we move forward our 23,
Second.
auditor.
With motion second that y'all authorize me to call the CPA.
Yeah.
To go ahead and do this 23.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Ah,
Ayes. Opposed? Okay, okay, well, I got this on the community workshop. I think you already raised me,
I think, yeah.
you did, Mr. Bell, you supposed to let me know.
Yeah, I supposed to let you, man, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I guess
That's on February the 18th.
February 18th. And what is that?
And then also they up at Wallace Community College.
Okay.
Who else? Mr. Helms, you want,
I probably can go,
huh?
I probably can go,
You,
That'd be good if you could.
I can go.
Yeah.
you can, those going together.
Yeah.
You going by yourself or you going ride?
I was gonna go by myself, cause I got a appointment at the council center, I was gonna leave out down there.
You gotta go, Mr. Helms?
Yeah.
You can ride with me?
Okay.
You gotta go ahead and register now, you wanna go ahead and register online.
Mm-hmm. I just need the information.
You all have that in your
No, okay.
last month.
Okay.
Just go ahead and register and, we have to leave start at 9 o'clock, be in at 1:30.
Yeah.
Talk about,
You be able to make it, but
yes, she said,
that's good. Yeah. We're supposed to be in Mobile. Yeah.
Three in town,
Yeah, we got
80.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, any more questions? She had the finance. Yeah, next month.
Ain't got nothing but just 2 minutes to be
Yeah. Someone make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to offer a motion that the minutes and approve as read.
The motion second that the minutes be approved. All in favor?
Yeah.
Ayes. Minutes been approved. Okay, any more questions? New business?
Did Miss Bria Hines talk with you about the training session she had with?
No, I haven't talked to her since y'all went, she was down here. Was she,
Probably had some
was she,
recommendations. I'll wait until she calls you.
anything I want to tell her? You call her?
Hmm?
Anything you want me? She,
No, I just wondered if she had contacted you about.
no, she don't contact me at all.
She had some recommendations.
Any more questions? What else?
What I'd like to mention to, Ms. Grant up on Grant Road.
Yeah.
Orlando, I guess he's the one that went up there to check on her.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow I give him a call
Mm-hmm.
and I'll go up there with him and see just what
What's going on?
the status of that girl
Okay.
situation.
All right.
And try to find out what causing her to have water to run out on the ground.
It's gotta be something loose or something broke.
It gotta be a pipe busted because it's running on the ground
Yeah.
probably just before it gets to the tank.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll check that so we can go ahead and get it fixed.
That's the first,
Huh.
that's the first tank they put in, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
From the turn
Yeah,
on.
they put it up there, up there, well, for my place up there. I'm trying to see, who else we supposed been saying?
Okay,
Yeah.
on this,
Miss Mean, that's Mean.
Water meter.
Miss Mean water bill was just, they're not supposed to be.
Well,
So you don't
yeah,
need to
but
check
she-
her, I was listening to her. I hope she not looking for nobody to come up there, cause it's $74 and some cents, it's gonna be that much if she going to Texas, it's still gonna be that. So,
And,
Scott,
Mr. Scott,
Scott.
David Scott.
yeah,
Yeah.
we call her the pig.
Yes.
It's David
Yeah.
house.
Mm-hmm.
You need to check his house out.
Who, how?
Miss
David Scott.
Judy
It's on-
Caldwell brothers.
It's under David Scott account, right?
I think it's Joseph Scott. I
Joseph
think that's who they talking about.
Yes,
It's right there by
Joseph
her
Scott.
house.
Joseph.
It's up by her house.
It's Joseph Scott is right next door to her.
Next one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
gotta go to his house.
Okay then. So we'll check that, and I'll go there with him to
Okay.
check that. The main one is the.
Check,
Oh, Lydia Johnson
Lydia
too.
Johnson too, yeah, make
See
sure.
if she to make sure she
The
said the
leak-
leak been fixed, but to
Yeah,
make
make
sure
sure.
that her meter ain't still spinning.
Yeah, make sure it's spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll-
We have one customer meters underwater, and they haven't been able to cut her off. She hasn't paid since December, so what do?
You don't have a pump?
They, she said the county covered it up,
Oh, shit.
so, they.
So
she
it's
knows
not
she
underwater,
uses water.
it's just on the pavement or on the ground or
On the
what?
gravel, like,
Orlando said underwater. It was covered up or something when they did some
If
county
the
work.
county covered it up, then they wouldn't have covered it up with water, would they?
not water.
What is covered up with, but she's not paying her bill and they can't get to the meter to cut it off. So, if she just continue to use water and not pay her bill?
What
It's
she said?
actually, excuse me, Mr. President, we had the same issue with a customer that had dumped a load of gravel on his meter. And we couldn't read it, and guess what we did? We went out there and covered it. Matter of fact, I had 2 meters like that, took the machine out there. I mean, that's just part of the job. You just got, you don't like it, but just gotta go on and cover it.
Okay, what she got on the meter?
She said,
She
water
said
is
the county
covered.
covered it up. Now, I don't know what the county covered it up with.
More likely would be
But they
gravel.
can't get to it to
And
read it.
Who is she? And
She's a.
where she live?
Janifa Logan, Janifa
Lawson,
Lawson.
Lawson.
Janifa Lawson.
Lawson Drive.
Yeah.
One of them.
On
Lawson.
Pierce Road, isn't it?
It should
On
be
Pierce.
Pierce Road. Is it Pierce Road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said Jonithia Lawson?
Janifa.
One of the Lawson.
You know,
Cause
I mean,
is it not cousin Jonithia?
You know, Annie Murray Lawson,
Anna Mary, she got a grand.
but
Well,
she's
we call her
deceased,
Nene.
but I think the house is in that area where Annie Murray Lawson used to live. Is that right, Jerome?
that's right.
Is it Janithia Lawson or Janithia Howard?
Janifa Lawson,
Lawson.
194 Pierce Road. She been paid since December the 1st.
We done had several meters that had covered up. We just take the machine out there and go find me on
Yeah,
cover.
take the tractor and push it off.
She doesn't, but the water bill is in her name. I don't know who lives in the house.
I don't think nobody live in the
Mickelson,
Well, they
over
gonna just
there.
have to take the machine out there and find me on
Yeah.
cover. Yeah, that's all.
I'll probably run by there and take a look at it.
Yeah,
It's on Pierce Road.
yeah.
Them Lawson's up there, where
Right.
J.D. Lawson used to live up
Not
there.
JD.
Not JD.
Willie Howard.
Willie
Howard.
Howard.
Willie Howard.
Yeah,
Oh,
turn left on Pierce Road, and it'll be actually the second.
Past Dr. Pearsall house.
No, right before you get to
So
Dr.
they
Pierce
right
Road.
now.
Yeah, you'll see them trailers on in the house on the
Yeah.
right.
It's on the left hand side, right?
It's gonna be some trailers on the left and the house on the right.
On the right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Who up there in your grandmama's house on Pierce Road?
Okay then. Well, I'll check it, Mr. Logan, and see if
Terrell need to get down here and pay that water bill, cause he ain't paid no water bill since December. And the meter,
Finna get cut off.
Finna get cut off, so you need, see you get him or tell your mama, say he need to come down here to the water system and they did. when they spoke? Did y'all call for to put in a work order for them to come and fix the meter? Is there anything in the way of them fixing the meter? Ain't nothing in the way of them fixing the meter? They just ain't never came to fix the meter, but they gonna come and cut it out tomorrow, cause they, at the meeting, they say he ain't paid the bills in December. Okay. Well, you know the bill in your name now. I'm saying, you know you're gonna mess your credit up, but alright. Bye. Okay. She said that they were supposed to come out there to fix the meter ever since last year. I said, was there anything in the way of the meter? She said, not that she know of.
They find out tomorrow.
So she said she gonna call me and tell me they ain't paid.
Okay. What she said about paying it?
She said she gonna tell me that he got paid. So she said she's gonna call him now. So hopefully he'll come down here and pay it tomorrow, but if not, still some of that cut off, he don't pay it cut off.
We'll take a look at it, see what call it.
She said somebody was supposed to fix it ever since last year.
Oh, wow. All right.
Okay. Anything else? One thing. Mr. Henderson,
Yes, sir.
on that, treatment plant, did you ever take a look at it? When you put a beater?
Yeah, whenever you get,
Yeah, we
things got
just
kind of
pick
busy, so we couldn't get there, but we'll check it out. I'm 100% sure that we can put a meter there.
Okay.
Yeah, that, it's just like finding out where we can put it at, but a meter can go there.
You talking about water loss?
No, put a meter down there, the treatment plant.
That's what I'm saying.
No, we just talking about putting a meter down there in general. They-
Okay.
they've been
You're not
talking about-
talking about the meter they were gonna put down there so I could account for what was being
Yeah,
used down there.
yeah.
That's the meter I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, yeah.
So it's not because it's, the line is bigger than it should be, y'all could,
You can put a meter, okay, I'll be in line, yeah.
well, I need one down there so I can get water usage.
Okay. I'll get with Strong, we'll look at it this week.
Yeah. That's one thing I had in some things I put together.
I'll get with him this
Yeah,
week.
we'll suggest certain things to be done, and they never really get done. They keep coming right back and keep going over the same thing. So that's an issue we've been looking at for quite a while. Another thing I just want to bring up, Ms. Logan, we was looking at the ladies being able to be able to get the meter reading and so forth. But the thing we need to look at also is Jathon training Mickles to read the meters.
Right.
That's important. That's before it get here.
Right.
So we definitely need to get Jathon immediately on getting Mickles lined up to start reading those meters. And that need to be taken care of. And the board need to follow up on that to make sure, because that'll hit us. If Jathon gets sick or whatever, then they're not gonna even get to the office. The ladies ain't got nothing to worry about, because they're not gonna get them anyway.
Yeah.
So we need to start first here, then get this set up in here.
Yeah.
So we'll let Mickles know, let Jathon know that, hey.
Next time you go read meter.
Yeah, so we need to get touch bases with Jathon's Logan, let him know he need to get Mickles immediately with him to start training him to read those meters.
Right.
Yeah. Several things, but I'm not gonna bring them to the meeting tonight.
We'll look at that this week.
Yeah, but that need to be definitely done. It look a lot better now with that percentage way down from what it was, but it still need to be fixed so we can see where we're at.
That's not a true figure.
Yeah.
And most of that's because we only have one well to account for.
Okay, anything else? All right, the meeting be adjourned until next month, unless I have a call.
I don't need no more Ken.
I hope I don't have to have a call.
Go still up too.
They'll have that 24 ready.
My granddaughter, oh, Ken. See this, you right up.
Yeah, so that's what we want.